Testing, testing, 1, 2, 3. Are we on? Can you hear me? Thank you. That didn't go out on the R, did it? On the R? Okay. That one's on, that one's on. That's that. And, well, hi to all, both of you out there. Thank you for your, Mom, Marnie, thanks. I don't know. Hi, Lou.
Grandchildren. Hello, Rex.
Grandchildren, yeah, all of them.
Children and grandchildren. Yeah. They're all there.
Hey, we're going to go. It did go on the air. Well, thank you, Russell. That's good to know. We've tried to make some improvements. We had a little technical difficulty last time, and several of you said there was some distortion in the piano sound, and indeed there was. And I think we've got that corrected. It was an error on the part of a certain technician whose name will not be mentioned at this point. Anyway, we're back, and we're gonna have some nice music for you, and I'm gonna play for you. But I'm telling you, folks, it's been a long dry spell since I've done any playing, and that's not good. I started practicing just a little bit in the last couple of days, and I really, really enjoyed it, and thought, well, I've missed this. So, but don't don't count on anything resembling good.
Hey, he's got a great background. He's going to tell you more about that a little bit later on. So I'm delighted to have him play.
Yeah,
I
well,
really
it'll be
am.
fun. But you didn't tune in to hear me hit wrong notes. You tuned in to hear Lew play. So
And make wrong notes too. I mean, you said you were
I don't have
you
a
made
license.
you made errors on the technical side. I made errors on the piano. So that's part of the deal here,
Yeah, well,
folks. I mean, this is not a Carnegie recital by any means.
I do take solace in that, though, speaking of Carnegie Hall. When Vladimir Horowitz made his historic return to Carnegie Hall in 1965, he had been away from the public for about 15 years, or close to it anyway. And I mean, the whole world was watching. And he came out. This is arguably the world's greatest pianist, certainly the world's most celebrated pianist at the time. And he came out on the stage to standing ovations and screaming and all, sat down, and his opening notes were a total disaster. And it is a kind of an odd little opening on that Bach piece, but it doesn't matter. He blew it, and it did my heart so good to know that he was so nervous that he
happens.
Believe me, folks, I was that nervous playing in front of 4 people in my piano recitals in Geneva, so I can imagine what it'd be like playing in front of the world. But anyway, hey, let's quit talking. You play some. What you got?
Well, I tell you, I thought the thing we ought to do today here is, Rex, we got some requests from the last time, and your good buddy, Ben Latimer, had 2 requests, if I remember this right, Ben, and you can let us know if we're wrong on this, but one of them was Lisbon, Antigua, and I'd never played that song before. I still don't know that I can play it, but we're going to do that. And then I think you also requested Somebody Loves Me. So just to kick things off, we'll do those for you. You've been a great supporter. You've been a great advisor to all of us over these years, and we just appreciate your being a part of it. So here's a little medley of those 2 songs you like. Hope that met your need, Ben. We appreciate those songs. I hadn't played. I played "Somebody Loves Me" maybe about 40 years ago, and the Lisbon Antigua never. So
That
that's
was popular when you were in about the 10th grade.
yeah. That's probably just about right. That's
Which
just
was
about
about
right.
400 years ago.
Okay, now another couple of requests from my dear sister Marnie, and I think she just wrote in last night and indicated that she had several songs, and I picked one of them out. I think I did Blue Moon for Marnie last week.
Yeah, you did.
And that was great. She said that's her all-time favorite, and one of the other ones.
She probably likes the Marcel's version best.
Oh.
Ba-ba-da-ba, ba-ba-da-ba, ba-ba-da-dang, ba-ba-da-ba.
Yeah, that's probably right.
That sounds like Marnie to me.
Yeah, right. Yeah. It's a little hard to do on a cello, though, Rex.
Yeah, with her cello.
Yeah. But I'm sure Marnie can do it, that's for sure. So at any rate, it was "People Will Say We're in Love," I think was one of them, Marnie. And if I'm not mistaken, Rex, I didn't look this up, but I think that's from Oklahoma.
It is.
And who's the great male singer that sang?
Gordon McRae in the movies. And interestingly enough, and I don't recall his name, but, and this is a shame, but in the original Broadway cast, as well, I think maybe Alfred Drake did it, but at an early on period in a recording I've got that dates back to the late 40s, was an opera singer, Eleanor Steuben, I think it was. If Betsy's watching, she can fix me on that. But she sang the girl part, but the part of Curly was sung by a baritone, tenor baritone, whatever, from Macon, Georgia. Guy made it on Broadway back in the 40s. Wow. Yeah, I forgot his name, but he had a really nice voice. But it was very different from today. When you see people playing it today, they really get a pretty authentic Western sound, and they don't even sound like, well, Mr. Dolan, that real fake sound. They sound pretty real, but he didn't even attempt it. I know. Opera thing. So anyway, shut up, Rex.
No, and the other thing, Dick Collar, my brother-in-law, if I remember correctly, you wanted to hear "The Very Thought of You." That was one of your favorite songs. So again, I'll try to just link these two together, not spend a great amount of time with them, but see if I can get through them.
Marnie's favorites, she says, are "Blue Moon" and "Moon River." We've got a little bit of a
all right. Would you rather hear "Blue Moon"?
No, you played that last time.
I played "Moon River."
That's right.
How about, is Marnie responding? I mean, I can do that instead of the other one,
Moon River for her last time.
Yeah, I know, but she said "Blue Moon," so that's a nice song too.
She didn't. She said my favorite is "Moon River," not "Blue Moon."
Okay. The Very Thought of You.
Kind of far away, I can't read it.
those got those for you, Dick.
Yeah, the very thought of you and I forget to do the little ordinary things that everyone ought to do.
Yeah, that's exactly right. And now you. Why don't you step up to the plate here, Rex?
Okay.
And do June Van Thoen. I'm not sure I'm pronouncing that right. I hope I am, June. You can correct me or have Marnie correct me on it. We greatly appreciate your being present. Particularly since you're a very fine, accomplished professional musician. So,
Lord, I'm gonna be playing.
Yeah. But you know, I have a feeling that June is long suffering.
Yeah, well, she'll be short suffering with this one. I'm telling you that.
June, we appreciate your tuning in. So here, I'm going to let you step up to the bench.
All right. Well.
And would you like this little?
Yes, I'm going.
Okay, we're going to put up a little music stand.
All right, now I got to explain something. Lew is, he's an expert pianist, and I got it. And he does not need training wheels on his piano. I, on the other hand, do. And quite there, we got it. Can't get the training wheels to fit. Yeah. There we go. All right. Okay. You have to hand me that music.
That's right. We need a chart.
I need all the help.
And listen, it's okay, Rex. I glanced at a couple of chord changes there on one of those pieces. I didn't know it that well. And as you know, I forget bridges all the time. Yep. Mix them up, so don't feel bad.
Well, I won't feel bad. I'm telling you, and you don't feel bad when I make a lot of mistakes either. So that's just the way it's going to be. I am going to ask you before I start to play to you can sit there and kind of switch the cameras around. I'll let you be the cameraman. And the first thing after we'll get through is that top left. Push the off button up here at the top left, but don't do that yet.
Don't do that
one right
yet.
there.
Okay. Well, I'm certainly not going to cut you off. I'll tell you that.
What I wanted to do was, and I wanted to stop at this point and ask if the sound this time is okay compared to, we had some distortion last time. So
yeah, if any of
you want to comment about that,
please comment about that. Tell us what you think of the sound, the sound profile.
Okay, kill that mic, and I'm going to execute the song.
By this number one? No.
No, first top left up there. Yeah, push the one next to it. Yeah. Yeah, and hit camera
Hit
one.
one.
Here.
Right.
Yeah, now we're all on.
Well, we're all together.
Well, you know, you get enough beer down you, and then you get through anything. So I ain't lying. I was nervous about it too.
Well, maybe I should
I
have
really
it.
had not played any in a while, and I hate that. And it's I want to do better.
I want you to spend more time at it. And what Rex really isn't telling you is all of the musical knowledge he has, in addition to playing the piano. I would say that Rex Roach has more knowledge about all venues, all types of music than anybody I've ever run across in the musical world. And I'm telling you, I love a lot of different kinds of music, and I'm steeped in classical music and jazz, and I love bluegrass and a lot of different things. And every time I want a piece of music, or a recording in particularly, I ask Rex, and he comes up with it, but not just one copy. He's got 5, 10, 15 different arrangements of the same tune. So he has done a marvelous job of archiving and collecting music over the years, and I admire it so much. He's so much. He just provides me with so, and every once in a while he will say. He'll send me something and say, now, have you heard this? Have you heard this song? Listen to this group. Listen to this recording. You know how good it is. So it's just been a wonderful, wonderful experience for me. And not only that, and I wish you'd say something about it, but that's not your style. He has many other incredible talents in shooting, in
Let me interrupt at that point and explain.
Please do.
There was a comment down there from FHN, and he said something about the shooting nation. You have to understand that I have a YouTube channel where I do a lot of reloading and target technical shooting kind of stuff and all. And so the guys that follow me in shooting, some of them have been notified about this, and they, you know, against my better judgment, but whatever. And they're watching it. Nothing wrong with them. I'm just saying that, you know, I hope they're not being grossed out by what's going on here. So anyway, but that's why you may see an occasional reference to shooting there, is because of that. Yeah, Lew and I have similar backgrounds. At one point, you know, I was taking classical typical training, and then I had a piano teacher that called me one day, and he said, it was a man, and he said, I want to show you something. And he showed me this sheet, and it had all these little, just one line of notes and all these letters across the top, like C7, FM, G, you know, B flat, whatever, and C, A, U, G, and what. And he said, "Do you know what that is?" I said, "Yeah, right. I'm in the 6th grade. Of course I know what that is." And it turned out to be a lead sheet, and he started teaching me about chords and how you read them. And this is lead sheets and fake books and what else are they called? But anyway, those kinds of things.
Those are the main
And that,
terms.
you know, and that's what when professional. Hey, I don't think I'm saying professional here, but this is what professional musicians do. They'll have these just bare bones things written out, and then they can. It's shorthand. It's musical shorthand,
Really is.
and so they
Really
fill it
is.
in. So anyway, that's enough of mine. And let's take this thing off.
No, you don't
so
even have to
you
take
can-
it off.
Yeah. Yeah. Here, take
Well,
it. Yeah. It's easier to get off.
what
than
if I
once you
need
get
it,
off.
Rex?
You don't need it. I need the training wheels. You don't need them. And so I'll fill in here while he does that. Oh, I was going to warm up on this thing and see how it was. You know those Hannon exercises you do? Yeah. Yeah, that's pretty good. That's pretty good.
I'm not sure I've heard that.
Here, let me quit over here. You get over here.
No problem. No problem. Okay, now back to the requests. And I hope Laura is watching, our eldest daughter. She had a request, and if I remember right, Laura, you wanted Up the Lazy River.
She just wrote a little while ago, Dizzy Fingers.
Oh, Lord. Well, I might do a little bit of that, but she had something on the. Didn't you, Laura? Didn't you have something on the?
I don't know if she can't reply.
Hey, Russell, thank
Well,
you.
I wouldn't be surprised that she had Up the Lazy River because she heard it all of her life. Being banged around on the piano. So
Let me interject one last thing about the shooting thing. The guys that follow me on the shooting channel are what I would call the really elite cream of the crop. These are nice gentlemen. That's all I can say. They're not ladies that I've ever discovered, which I wish there were, but whatever. But we kind of gravitate toward the esoteric and the fine points of shooting. Shooting nerds, I guess you'd call us, but we're not the Rambos. We're the technicians. But at any rate, if you see comments here from them, they'll more than likely be like Russell's and be very polite. So anyway, shout out to them. Hope you enjoy seeing a whole other side of the crazy guy that does shooting with you. All right, what you gonna play?
Well, I guess I better try a little bit of Dizzy Fingers if that's what she wants. I'll do it. Lazy River. Hope you heard it, Laura.
The question was about, said the talking mic. This is the talking mic, and we turned it on and off between the songs. The piano mics, you can probably barely hear me on them. So if it sounds like that, then you know it's just the piano mics that are on. So anyway, that's it. Nobody said a word about distortion, so I guess
Well, I hope
no
that's...
news is good news.
Oh, absolutely. Glad to hear that. And I'll tell you, unfortunately, I got into Gershwin. I'm sorry, Hoagy Carmichael, who wrote that song. And he wrote a lot of others. And he is among my favorite composers of all time. He was an interesting guy, Rex. I don't know how much you knew about him, but one time he was asked at a public speaking thing, or maybe a concert or something, Hoagy, how do you come up with those beautiful melodies? How do you come up with those beautiful songs? And he said, they're all in the keyboard there. It's just a matter of finding them.
They're just stuck down in there, yeah. There is a movie, and I want to say it's, oh Lord, I want to say it's like a Bogart and Bacall movie, and it's set down in the tropics somewhere, and he's in it, and he plays him sort of, he plays a piano player, songwriter in a little bar down in the tropics somewhere, I think. But he's actually himself. I mean,
I'd love to see that.
He doesn't play the part of Hoagy Carmichael, but
yeah,
I mean,
he's playing the part of
like Sam in Casablanca,
Yeah.
And she did not say, "Play it again, Sam." You know that.
No,
she didn't. She said, "Play it, Sam. Play that song."
Well, I'm going to have to do, as long as I'm on Carmichael, I can't. It's hard for me to get off of it. So I'm going to play another couple of Carmichael.
Let me guess.
What? Yeah, I bet you. No, because I just. Yeah, absolutely. I'm going to play two Hoagy Carmichael songs that I think are extremely beautiful that nobody knows anything about. They weren't really even played till long after his death. And I just think they're fantastic. And I'm going to do them. One Morning in May. And that was recorded by the likes of Ray Noble, Bucky Pizzarelli, and Mel Torme. Mm-hmm. So when those folks think of the tune as being great, that means a lot to me. And Moon Country was the second one. They were composed successively. One Morning in May in 1933 and Moon Country in 1934.
And I'll say this, that most of the recordings of One Morning in May take it rather up-tempo.
They do.
And Lew could easily play it up-tempo, that's not a problem. But he takes it in an entirely different direction, and it is absolutely drop-dead gorgeous the way it comes out. So
well, I don't know why I do it. It just struck me that way the first time I heard it.
It struck you right. So here's Lew to play One Morning in May. That is nice. While you're on Hoagy, and I think this is Hoagy, it's certainly a Mel Torme song. We had a request that you play something for Percy. Now, you've got to tell them maybe who Percy is.
Oh, wow.
And I've got the song for you.
You do?
Little
Gosh,
man.
I hope I can play.
Little man.
Oh,
You've had a busy day.
oh my gosh! I hope I can get through that. Percy, yes, Percy. Oh my gosh, he is our new great grandson, and lives in Cincinnati, Ohio, with his parents, Kelsey, our dear Kelsey granddaughter, and Keith, her husband, and.
Who's okay? I mean,
Yeah. And we have not seen that little boy yet. And because of the pandemic and all the things going on. So that's one of the first things we're going to do when we feel up to it. And I will. And now Marion's frowning a bit here. I got to watch what I say. We're going to take off tomorrow. No, we want to get up and see this little boy and see our granddaughter and her husband, and so we're going to go up as soon as we can to see them. But what a precious little guy, and we've seen pictures of him, and we're so grateful. We're so thankful to have lived this long.
can you play that song, you think?
I don't know, but it's
Oh, I thought you-
well, I have played it, yes,
I know.
but
Well, wait a minute. Tell them what we're talking about.
well, it was a song. I don't know who wrote it, Rex, but it was made famous by Mel Torme.
Right. That's what I said. I was
And
thinking
it talks
Hoagy.
about a little boy, tired little boy. He's had a busy day, and he's played with his toy soldiers, with his dad, and all these different kinds of things. And his dad is ready to put him away to bed. And I wish I had the lyrics to it.
I'll see if we can dig them up.
See if you
while
can
you're-
dig
while you're
them up.
playing.
It is absolutely. It brought tears to my eyes the first time I heard it.
Little man,
And
you had a busy
day. And Mel Torme sang that with George Shearing,
Shearing.
the wonderful jazz pianist, accompanying him. And I just practically fell on the floor when I heard that.
Can you play it?
I don't know.
I don't want to put you on the spot.
Well,
That was-
don't put me on the spot.
I knew you
You
would
know
know.
it.
I would read you the lyrics, but I would never get through it.
I want to tell you it is just a little bit of it, Rex.
It
And
was
for
written
Kelsey
Al
and Keith
Hoffman, Al Hoffman, Mabel Wayne, and Maury Sigler. And it's little man, you had a busy day. I know why you're crying. I know why you're blue. Someone took your kitty card away. Time to go to sleep now, little man.
You've had a busy day.
It goes home like that, and you know,
It's just
that's what Google's for. So you know, don't get me all choked up here.
it's really.
I will do.
Percy's middle name is Lewis.
Yes, I was so honored. You know, it was so kind of Laura and Keith to make it. You know, I'm his namesake.
Kelsey and Keith.
I'm sorry, Kelsey. I was thinking of Laura's request. Kelsey, my apologies, kiddo. For Kelsey and Keith to put me as a namesake, it just brought tears to my eyes.
All right, I think we're bogging down here, so let's stop being overly sentimental.
Overly maudlin.
Maudlin.
Are we getting maudlin?
Play autumn leaves last week.
Yeah, you're supposed to play. Did you play Autumn Leaves last week?
I don't think so.
I don't think you did. Well, this is a major request for it.
All right.
I think
I'll try that.
maybe 83 people have requested it.
Yeah, I'll bet. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Nobody requested it, but go ahead and play it anyway. You know.
Are you requesting it? Is that the?
Yeah, I am. So go ahead. I'll tell you something about that song. That was a hit for Roger Williams, I think, in 1956. Exactly. That was the largest selling instrumental of all time by, to be honest here, the worst pianist that was out there. I mean, no, he's all right.
Yeah, he absolutely was all right.
But he made a lot of money, but he was definitely not on my top list of good pianists. But I guess it has nothing to do with just really being super good. It's being super lucky and in the right place at the right time. Nobody went broke underestimating the American taste for
absolutely. And you know, something that I definitely wanted to do this week, Rex, I think I sent it to you. I happened to listen to a video of a top flight high school choir in Memphis, Tennessee, and they won first awards for the state of Tennessee in the choral divisions. And they sang the national anthem in one of these enormous, very tall hotels.
Wait, you sure it's not Kentucky?
Maybe Kentucky.
It was Kentucky, because that's what Jen and I watched it.
Yeah.
It was the 2019 and then Choir Festival.
Choir Festival.
And at 11 o'clock at night, they all came out into the atrium, which was 18-story hotel.
Yeah.
It's a YouTube video. You can watch it. Just Google Kentucky Choir National Anthem. That's it. That'll get it for you. Promise you. It's Chill City. In the 2019... I think was the last one, and I think it's better than the 2017. We listened to both of them, and when they get to the end of it, I guess this is a spoiler, but it doesn't matter because you can't hear it. You know how singers do. Let's see, in the bonfire, cruise the night that our flag was still there, or land of the free. Hey, you know how they always like to do that. Boom, boom. Wait till you hear what those girls do, and I'm sure it's spontaneous.
It is spontaneous.
You
I'm
won't
sure
believe
that it is just absolutely incredible. And I think I don't know about the configuration, but I think a lot of most of the kids were actually standing on the balconies. They're standing on the balconies outside their doors.
This is not
up
even
13, 18 floors, whatever. And obviously the conductor was somewhere because they were watching their cell phones.
Yeah.
Watching him conduct on their cell phones. I cried.
It was fine. Somebody made a comment down there about it that imagine if you were a guest in the hotel, not part of the choir, and at 11 o'clock at night you're asleep and you wake up and you hear this, you're going to think you're dead and gone to heaven. That's for sure.
I want to tell you that. And I made a deal with myself. I cried and I said, I'm going to play a patriotic tune tonight. So I'm going to do that. And I don't think we hear enough of this kind of music.
There you go.
So I'm going to go ahead with it. I'm going to probably string 2 or 3 patriotics together here. Mm-hmm. And I'm going to try to do it as reverently as they did it.
You may discover when you come back that this will be full. Okay, thank you.
My patriotic thing. I felt we need to do that. Okay. What else? Are there any other requests, or am I going to have to? I'm going to do this.
Wait a minute.
What?
I just want to tell you, you really got me on that one.
Well, I tell you,
You did.
that patriotic music just grabs hold of me.
It does.
I'm telling you, I feel it.
There were some comments from the peanut gallery out there, and
Is that right?
were very favorable, and said that was good.
Well,
And I'm telling
I
you,
hope so. I hope so.
something we need. And let's see, there was another. Oh gosh, I don't know. Okay, but anyway, they said, by the way, that Percy loved Little Man. You've had a busy day.
Well, I'm surprised I got through it, to tell you the truth.
No, I'm not surprised. I knew you would
Picture
because
of him watching it.
yeah.
Really?
I have a picture of him
Really?
watching it.
Bless your heart, Percy. It sounds to me like he's going to be a musician, maybe
Yeah.
a piano player. What do you think?
Well, he may be a music critic and has good taste
Yeah,
already.
yeah. On the other hand,
All right.
maybe he'd be a football player.
What are you going to play?
I don't know. Something like this. Scott Joplin,
Yes, sir.
Maple
He's
Street.
The entertainer.
the entertainer. Yeah.
You know, when
Chillicothe?
no, that was Maple Leaf Rag.
That was
I'm
Maple
sorry,
Leaf, right?
Rag.
Yeah,
I'm
it
sorry.
was Chillicothe, Missouri. That's where he
Oh, was he?
grew up. Yeah, wrote a lot of his-
Chillicothe?
Absolutely, absolutely.
I know it. And incidentally, your granddaughter lives in Cincinnati.
Yes.
I think I told you Cincinnati spelled backwards is I-10 Nick.
I-10 Nick.
Yeah, it is.
Okay, that's
Just in case.
Just in
you wanted to
case.
know that. We intend to provide education as well as entertainment here on this.
Pardon me.
Or whatever.
We've got a couple over in the peanut gallery laughing at us.
Yeah, we do. We
That's
do. But
it's amazing.
big fans, good people.
All right, what do you?
Wait, don't play.
I'm
it, because this'll be
I'm going to play this and see if anybody knows it. I really kind of identify it.
You're going to try to stump me, huh?
Yeah. one of the newest pieces on the list that tonight, and that was
That was from the 70s.
yeah, that was in the 70s. That was
Billy
73. Billy Joel. I've always enjoyed his style of playing and his singing. He's a very talented musician.
I had I think a bird just flew into your wall.
Oh, probably did, into my netting out there.
There was a pianist at Birmingham Southern when Jennifer and I were there, and we were married students, and he was an artist in residence, and he came over to our apartment several times, and we'd listen to music and stuff, and he was talking about hearing Elton John. Well, he was actually talking about hearing Errol Garner, but he also had mentioned Elton John and just being this amazing piano player. Actually, I've gotten this mixed up with another person telling me that, but it is true, the same thing, talking about hearing Elton John playing. And Billy Joel was he's a very, very talented,
Extremely,
very talented,
very, very talented. I only heard him in person one time, and I was out with an IFF gathering on Long Island, and that's where he's from, I think, originally, and it was with the executives of our corporation, and he came in for a gathering with a number. It was a kind of a gathering for, I think, the American Red Cross. But I was fairly close and got to hear him, and really developed an appreciation for him. Yeah.
In broadcasting circles, a technical term for this is rambling. So we should stop rambling, and you should start playing.
Well,
by the way, I want to say hey to Suzanne, your favorite sister-in-law, or my favorite of your sister-in-laws, because she's actually the only one of your sister-in-laws that I know. But she's my Manhattan buddy, and no, it's not Manhattan. It's old-fashioned. It's the old-fashioned buddies. That's it. Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's right. Marion can correct us.
You're going to get to meet my other one. She's coming.
Huh?
Martha.
You're going to meet the other sister. She's coming.
Oh, she is. Okay.
Is Martha on?
Martha's coming.
Is Martha
Excellent.
on tonight?
Yeah, Martha's on.
Oh, hi,
Hey,
Martha.
Martha. Well,
Hi,
okay.
Suzanne.
Didn't do that. Okay, what you got?
We're well over our time. We've allotted Rex an hour for this. So I
thought
don't
we weren't
think,
keeping track.
maybe. Well,
we can quit
I am.
any time.
No, I'll play a song that everybody should know. It was really a popular song in 1954, and you spoke of Errol Garner a minute ago. Errol Garner made the signature recording of this song, and I would be surprised if any of you don't know that. I mean, I think you will all know this. Hope somebody kick in a word there. Tell me that they know that song.
No,
Misty.
it's Misty. And Errol didn't just record it. Errol wrote that song.
Yeah, he did write it.
That
That's
was
right.
that. He wrote that.
But I loved all that stuff. I wish I could play it like he
Oh,
could
I know
play
it.
it.
Oh, he supposedly wrote it while he was on an airline, on an airplane flying, cross country, and just the beautiful peacefulness of the sky just gave him this inspiration for the song. And at the time, of course, it didn't have a name, it didn't have words or anything like that. It was just a tune that he came up with. But Lord, what an immortal song. And I'll tell you this is probably the song that more teenage boys in the 50s and 60s sang into their girlfriends' ears at the prom than any other.
That's about right. Yeah. It caught a lot of people. And it was the top of the charts for so many years in there, with many different age groups.
And I'll share this at one of my absolute, I was 3 gazillion recordings of it by different people. But hands down, my favorite piano recording of it is by Ray Bryant. And I love that guy. He's so underrated.
Oh, he is.
And it is so
great,
fine.
Great
It's so
player.
fine. So if you're into that, and by the way, Suzanne, I am glad to know it's Manhattan's because I brought my Manhattan kit with me tonight. And when we get through with all this fun here, I'm going to use my kit.
Well, are there?
I am.
I know you will. And I need somebody.
Percy's already going to bed.
Yeah.
He doesn't know
Yeah,
what I'm saying.
he
So
doesn't.
everybody else is old enough to understand.
Does Percy have another request? That's what I want.
Yeah, he's.
Does anybody have a request?
Shut up and quit. That's what he said. No,
Yeah.
and by the way, Ben said thank you so much for playing his 2 requests from way back at the beginning of the show.
Well, happy to do it, man. I wish I'd spent a little more time on it, but
And one more
I love this
time,
song.
I'm going to ask, is the sound okay this time about the distortion? Absolutely no one has made a comment about that. So I'm just going to assume that it is, but you know about assume. So here we go.
well, if there are no more requests coming in, let's round it out.
Okay.
And I don't know,
It would be interesting to compile a list of songs based on streets.
Sure would.
So
It sure
we'll,
would.
we'll consider that for next time. Thank you, Laura, for the confirmation about the sound. We appreciate that. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in. You're all troopers, and I guess that's it, right?
Yeah, I never did. Are Marty and Dick on?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I didn't.
Yeah.
I'm surprised you did.
Dick even said, Rex, you are absolutely passable.
Well, he is. I told
And
you.
I
that.
appreciated it.
Yeah, absolutely. All right.
All right, well,
Well,
that's it. We can fade out.
Y'all
What?
have,
Wait a minute.
Russell,
Peanut
who
gallery.
says thanks from the UK.
Oh, from the
For a
UK.
lovely hour or so of music and chat.
A lovely hour. A lovely hour of music and chat. Well, thank
From
you
the
so much.
UK.
Coming to you here on the home service of the BBC, speaking in English for our friends in Tanzania, we will say good night and thank you.
thank you all very, very much.